Hey everyone, it's Egwin again from Beyond Systems. A little bit of different scenery right now. We're still talking about this developmental movement series, and I'm gonna show you some more progressions in that department. If you haven't checked out the developmental movement series, check it out on my channel. There is a whole playlist that evolves around movement training and stuff like that. That's where you find the developmental movement series. Developmental movement series, in a nutshell, it's about basic movements that you can learn or relearn that babies use to generate the most fundamental coordinational and strength abilities that eventually lead to more and more coordinative ability in an adult life, for running, for playing sports, and so on and so on. So it's literally the movement foundation of each and every one of our personal development as movers. Now, when we take a look at today's program, what I want to do with you today, we're gonna start in a sitting position. I know I'm squatting right now, but we're gonna start in a sitting position to really start out very slowly. So I'm sitting right now. Depending on your mobility in terms of the ankle joints, in terms of your hip joints, and so on, we're gonna start this exercise really slow. From this position, just let both knees drop to the right side. This is really an exercise that trains your hip mobility, but also your core stability in terms of moving according with what's happening in your hips. Alright, so that movement shouldn't be all too difficult. That's part one of this progressional movement series. So from here, I literally come back up into the middle, I switch over to the left side. Alright, so that's part number one. Part number two, we make it a little bit more challenging in terms of if it's still a problem for you to bring down both legs. Let's just try one thing. Let's just bring down one leg. Bring your body between the legs. Switch back up. Turn down one leg and roll your body in between the legs. So this rolling motion is probably best shown from the side. So I'm sitting up. I don't necessarily have to sit up completely vertical already. I'm just sitting in a position that allows me to sort of balance my weight between my upper body and my legs. And what I'm doing is literally I just allow one knee to drop as far as it can drop. It doesn't matter whether or not that knee goes completely to the ground at the moment. Why doesn't it matter? Because we don't try to put any massive amount of tension or pressure on that knee. That would be a problem. But from here, it's literally just letting that knee drop and then try to rotate with the hip joint just a tiny little bit to the front. It's not very much. Then you come back in and you let the other knee drop and you just simply roll on your sitting bones a little bit to the front. It's nothing to do with any type of rounding the back. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about opening a knee and then rolling on the sitting bones just a tiny little bit to the front. We come back in, let the other knee drop, and just a tiny little bit. Now if you want to challenge yourself a little more, what you can do is you can find that balance point where your upper body and your legs are perfectly balanced, and from here we do the double exercise again, so where both knee flops to the side. But in this case, you literally do it with your feet up in the air. Then you come back up into the core center of stability, and then you flop the whole thing to the other side. Now that needs a lot more core stability, a lot more mobility in the hip joints, especially since you don't have any specific leverage point anymore that you can use. So you come back up, then you move to the other side, and you bring the knees down. You can also bring one knee down, straighten the other one out, come back in, bring one knee down, and straighten the other out, and back up again. So basically, another thing that you can do is stretch that leg a little bit further out, whereas you pull the right knee into your body, into this position. You know that position a little bit because it has to do with the position that we brought ourselves in after the rolling pattern. So from here, pull it in, straighten the other leg out, come back to the center, pull it in, and straighten the other leg out. And come back in, like that, and up, and out, and now, if you are mobile enough in your hip joints and in your ankle joints, you can try this movement out of a squatting position where you sit down, you let the knees drop to the side, bring the knees back up, and you sit back up on top of your feet. You let both knee drops to the side, you bring both knees back up, and sit up between your legs again. Showing this from the front, it's literally from here, sitting your back down, and then coming back up, and then doing that whole thing on the other side, and coming back up on top of your feet. Now, there's a lot of different variations here, obviously. Some of them are easy and you can do them instantly, I guess. Some of them are a little bit more challenging, like this last one that I just showed you, because it has to do with ankle mobility and so on and so on. So this might be something that you want to use as a progression. If you have any troubles with ankle mobility in that, once again, it might help if you try to sort of lift the heels up just a little bit, just bolster something underneath the heels, and that'll work for you. There are many other versions of that. That's just another example, another expression of working with your hip joint mobility, in this case in a more stabilizing and more strength-based way. And yeah, there are a lot more progressions to come. I hope you liked the video. Have a wonderful time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box down below. Other than that, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you see more, and check out the previous Developmental Movement series videos or any other videos. I got a lot of videos about breathing, walking, and so on and so on. And the main part about that Developmental Movement series is really, we are already in progressions. So the more basic patterns, they're up there on YouTube already. And I'm probably gonna, right now I'm in the process of adding some still very basic patterns and also some more advanced patterns that already require more strength and so on. So if you want to really build up right from the foundation again, then jump back to the first couple of videos that evolve around the movement development, or developmental movement series as I also call it. Have a wonderful time. See you soon. Like, share, subscribe, and comment down below if there are any questions. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.